What's up everybody, Dr. McKay here and welcome back to my channel. Today we are playing and continuing our story in Star Trek Online. I hope you all enjoyed the content. Our last voyage was basically making friends in the Delta Quadrant. We made friends across the board and we also uncovered a parasitic plot with the Vardois. So that was the last episode. This episode I hope to basically finish off the Delta Quadrant storyline, so we're going to go until we finish. So I hope you all enjoy the content, and if you do, feel free to hit the like button, don't forget to comment and subscribe. It really does mean a lot. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers on YouTube and 200 followers on Twitch. Before we get started, a quick word from my channel sponsor. I'm really excited to be partnering with HelloFresh. Use my code to get 50% off your first box and 35% off your next 3 boxes plus 3 gifts at the link in the description. But who are HelloFresh, you may ask? Well, meal times are made simple. HelloFresh provides all the ingredients and inspiration needed for stress-free cooking and meal planning, making it easy to serve meals that you and your loved ones will enjoy. HelloFresh has perfectly portioned ingredients that get delivered to your door hassle-free. You can select your weekly recipe from a variety of great tasting options. Modify the servings per recipe and schedule delivery at your convenience. And of course, you can pause or cancel your subscription at any time. HelloFresh offers many different recipes per week to choose from. The variety of choices means your dinners will always be different and it gives you opportunity to try out new meals. You can also select unique options such as calorie smart, quick meals and family friendly recipes. Each meal uses fresh ingredients from suppliers selected by HelloFresh. You can be sure that the ingredients you get are always fresh and of high quality. So if you want to spice up your meal times, I'm here to help. Use my code to get 50% off your first box and 35% off your next 3 boxes plus 3 gifts at the link. Offer ends Sunday the 23rd of April, so if you want great tasty meals, act now. And thank you HelloFresh for sponsoring my channel. Right, and now we're back. With basically the alliances building up within the Delta Quadrant and our fighting with the Vardois, Starfleet has basically been working round the clock to come up with weapons and technology to fight the Vardois. It has given me opportunity and they have commissioned me a new ship. I now show you my new ship, the USS Prometheus. It is a Prometheus class advanced escort carried out with the latest Starfleet technology. Hopefully it can turn the tide against the Vardois and the Voth within the Delta Quadrant. She's mean. I haven't used her yet. This is our maiden voyage. So, with all that said, let's go get our mission up and hail, I think, Catherine Janeway or Admiral Janeway. We only have like 5 episodes to go, so let's go.
Commander Eldex wants to meet with you in the Molinia system. I'm bringing 7 of 9 in to back you up on this. She's familiar with the Vardois and will be a valuable asset on this mission. Good luck.
Rightio, Admiral.
There's something interesting I'd...
Helm, plot a course for the Delta Quadrant. Maximum warp. Engage. Revolution. Captain, we're being held by both Voyager and Commander Eldex's ship. Open a channel to both ships.
Greetings. Admiral Tuvok has requested I assist you for the duration of this mission. Admiral Tuvok understands this may upset Eldex, so I shall be the only one who aids you. Voyager will maintain its distance. I am ready for transport.
Understood. Transporting you now.
Let's go over the point of this operation. Gall has called all available supremacy leaders to Cartella. I do not know how many of my people are infected with those creatures we saw there, but I'm sure there is more than one. We need to expose them for the abominations they are.
And that's why we're here at a... Yeah, and that's why we're here at a Herodian communications array. You want to use it to broadcast the proof to the rest of the Vardois.
The Supremacy is keeping a tight control on all subspace transmissions. We'll need control of the array to broadcast what we find on Cartella to not only my people, but the entire Quadrant. To control the array, we need to control one of the Hirogen ships. Make sure to leave the one I have marked reasonably intact.
Leave one ship intact? Understood. Here we go, we get to test out the metal of this ship.
Intruding Vaudois ships. You have trespassed in Hirogen space.
We need to use the communications array. We don't want any trouble. We're just here for the array. Back off and you won't get hurt. Perhaps we can Perhaps we can negotiate a trade. Yeah, let's go to them.
This is our space, and this is our array. No trades, no compromises.
Shields up.
No mercy.
Where's the enemy? God. The forward and aft shields. Down. Damn. Tough cookie that was.
We need to board the Hirogen ship and take the communications console on the bridge. I
Understood.
can use that to take control of the array.
Understood. Board the Hirogen ship, get the communications console.
I have extensive experience with these systems. I will beam down.
Let's grab this item first.
I have extensive experience with these systems. I will beam down to aid in the operation of the Hirogen ship. Are you ready to proceed?
Beam me to the Hirogen ship. Ready. Energize.
We need the communications console intact. Whatever else happens is of no concern to me.
Understood.
We must first disconnect the console from the ship's data network.
Oh, this pistol's not too bad. I like it.
We also need the isolinear storage assembly. It will be behind a locked door on the bridge.
All right. All done.
Transporter standing by. Transport complete.
We have the console. There is no way the Vaadwaur will allow a Starfleet vessel into our space, and Cartella defenses have been upgraded since your last trip with the holoprojector. Take one of the ships in my fleet, and send yours away. You can contact it once we've completed our mission. I will beam over some of your crew to assist you when we get to our destination.
Aye aye, beam to the Vaadwaur ship. Energize.
We'll scuttle the Hirogen ship so they won't know the console is missing. Then we can continue on to Cartella for the meeting. I have loaned some officers to attend to the duty stations on the frigate you now command.
Understood. I'll deal with the ship. Why is it whenever I get a commission a new ship, I always end up using someone else's ship? Oh no. Like every time.
I'm picking up an incoming Benthan vessel on long-range sensors. Our ships are out of range, and we are in a Vaadwaur vessel. It is unlikely the Benthans will give us a chance to explain the situation.
Perhaps we can warn them away from the area.
They are not altering course. Disabling their vessel may be the only option.
Try to hail them. Audio only.
Attention, Vaadwaur vessels. You are in violation of several codes of conduct in this area of space, and your ships have been identified as perpetrators of crimes against the Benthan Guard and its protectorates. Stand down and prepare to be boarded.
Shields up. What we got?
They cannot escape this system.
There is no need to destroy that ship. You may have a quarrel with the Benthans, Eldix. We do not.
I've jammed the Benthan ship's communications so they can't signal
I will
for
not
help.
let the plan be ruined.
You know what needs to be done. No one can know what happened here.
You can't be suggesting what I think you're suggesting.
Unacceptable. The Benthans are performing their assigned duties and have no way of knowing who or what we are. Sensors are detecting damage to the ship's long-range communications array. It will be days before they can restore warp power or send out a signal. We can leave now, complete our mission, and then return later to assist the Benthans.
Sounds reasonable. We are not at war with the Benthan Guard.
That's not a risk I'm willing to take. They're in range of the Hirogen array. They could tap it to send out a call for help, or disable our modifications. The Hirogen could return and discover what happened. And if another Vaadwaur fleet finds them, there will be questions none of us want to answer. The Benthans must be silenced.
That's a tricky one. It's an ethical dilemma. Do we let them live and risk the operation? Or do we destroy them? What would Cisco do? It's a tricky one to go. Can't risk the operation. We really do need the Vaadwaur to really stop attacking. The only way we could do that is to basically uncover the plot with the parasites. So I kind of have to go with Eldix. Here we go.
I'm pleased to see you can make the difficult decisions. It will be quick.
We can't jeopardize our mission. Their deaths will not be in vain.
They did not need to die.
Well, makes a valid point. We're at war.
It was for the good of the mission. I would expect a former Borg to understand that logic. I am impressed by your ability to view things objectively and recognize that unpleasantness is occasionally the cost of security.
We'll see.
That course of action was completely unnecessary, as were those deaths. The Borg placed very little value on the life of one individual. Captain Janeway and the crew of Voyager showed me that belief was incorrect. Starfleet has always championed the course of action which results in the fewest casualties. You are a Starfleet officer. I suggest you evaluate your decisions more closely if you wish to remain so.
I did. Yeah. The mission is worth the casualties. Captain, I have the coordinates from Eldex, and we can leave as soon as you're ready. Warp 6. Engage. Sometimes you gotta make the hard choice.
Gaul has increased security since your last visit. Let me do the talking.
Understood. Input security codes or voice verification now. Continue.
Verification code 109947.
Oh, I hope that worked.
Verification accepted. Due to heightened security, all ships are required to reduce speed below full impulse for security scans.
Understood.
One hurdle cleared. Continue to the manned security checkpoint.
Set a course now. Just casually go through enemy space.
Disengage your engines and provide the proper security codes.
Huh?
Verification code Alpha 4742. Commander Eldex and Squadron reporting. Do not make me late for the meeting.
Right away, Commander.
Code accepted, Commander Eldex. Take your squadron to the marked position on the outer orbit ring.
Good day.
Ignore the scans. Fly like you belong here.
Just in a straight line.
Good thing you didn't try to use a hologram again, isn't it?
There are 67 ships in this system. That is more than expected.
There's some big ships.
Gaul's planning something big. This must be the start. More ships are just more reasons not to get caught.
We're putting a great deal of trust in you, Commander.
I am after one goal. The liberation of my people from these monsters. I will do anything to achieve that, including betraying Gaul to save us all. It is time for someone with a stronger resolve to take up the cause that Gaul has abandoned.
And what causes that? Is it war still? Or is it peace?
More ships in system than I had anticipated. But we can't stop now. Leaving would only make us look suspicious.
Well, continue.
I'm transmitting coordinates for a secure room near the meeting site. Beam down there. I will have a holographic disguise ready for you. Security is scanning for such tricks on ships, but I'm not sure they realize how many uses there are for holo emitters.
Okie dokie. Kind of want Samantha on the team. Alright, for the beam. Energize.
Here, use these holo projectors. Security is so focused on keeping intruders out of our space that they won't be looking for trouble on the ground. But try not to act suspicious. Our soldiers aren't as dumb as you seem to think they are. You'll need to place these emitters around the leaders, which when activated will emit a low-level delta radiation pulse that should disrupt their isoboramine neurotransmitters, forcing their parasites out for a short period.
Okay, that should work, but it won't give us much time.
You'll also need to place recording devices, so everything that happens is transmitted to the Quadrant. I'll stay here with the transmitter and monitor your progress. This is more than a simple briefing. Gaul might even be here in person. So don't get caught. We're all dead if you do.
Worry about yourself, Eldex. We won't get caught. Alright. Don't mind me. Just doing some stuff. Oh, just tie my shoelace up. Nothing to see. Oh look, a penny. Would have been better if like we just all split up instead of them following me around. Let me have a gander at this over here first. Don't mind me. Just scanning this rock.
You'll need to set up a signal booster so we can transmit our signal through the base's electronic security. There's a power console near to where the leadership is addressing the troops. Tie the repeater into the conduits there.
Find the console, install the signal booster. I think I could do that. Here we go.
Hey! What are you doing? No one is allowed back in.
If we're finished here, I suggest we return to the crowd.
No one gonna notice Seven's eye? No?
Now hear the words of our great leader! Go!
Sir!
What do you want?
Someone found the guard. Quick, activate the device.
What? What's happening?
They're monsters! No, you did this! Traitor! Liar! What are you? Monster! Deceiver! Beast! Kill it!
Enough! Why are you letting your eyes deceive you? This is a plot by our enemies. They're trying to divide us. I say no. We will stand strong, united. We are Vodwar, and we will conquer our enemies.
Gul's right! This is insane! I'll stand with you! No! Gul's the betrayer!
Well,
I see some of you are still loyal to our cause. The rest, you are cowards and traitors unworthy to be called Vodwar. Kill them.
well, not good.
I think our time here is done. We should make our way to the extraction point.
Ooh. Don't die yet. Ah! Come on, Ronan, get up. Alright,
Get out! Get out now!
5 the beam. Energize.
I need to rally my people. The ones who aren't infected and who are willing to fight. The parasites will crush them if someone doesn't act. My allies are holding one of the space docks in the outer perimeter. Help me get there. I'll start coordinating the fight from there, and you'll be able to return to your ship.
Follow us, we'll get you to the space dock. Who's enemy, who's friend, eh?
We need to confirm the transmission made it to the array. Incoming hostiles. Handle them!
Good.
The transmission signal is strong, and it's reaching the Hirogen communications array. Now all Vodwar will know about the corruption among us. You should go. I need to prepare my people for the fight ahead.
Good luck, Commander. Oh man, those disruptors. No wonder I struggle against these ships.
I am in contact with Voyager, and it is waiting with your vessel outside this system. We need to depart immediately.
Helm, set a course for Voyager. Warp 6. Engage. Alright.
Gaul and his allies are still in control, but they're losing their grip on the reins. You planted a seed of revolution. Let's hope it reaches full bloom soon.
I do hope so too, Admiral. What we got? 661? No, that's not too bad. Let's go with that.
There's something interesting I'd like you to look.
Our alliance is going to need more help if we want to succeed against the Vaadwaur. We'll need to make pacts with other species in the Quadrant, and not everyone is going to see this our way. That's where you come in. Go out there and show them the value of cooperation.
I gotta do some more patrolling, do I? Okay. Tempting targets.
The Teray have reported a high incidence of raiders and piracy here. Their vessels are under Voth protection. Any acts of aggression toward them will be dealt with harshly.
Well, Captain, we have no quarrel with the Teray.
Good. Be advised that there are Teray fighters inbound for trade relations with the hierarchy. Our escort vessels will be matching your position soon. Interference with Teray commerce will not be tolerated.
Alright, well, we support the Delta Alliance and will assist in dealing with raiders and pirates.
I see our escort has arrived. And you as well.
Don't worry, we got you. After all, I am an advanced escort, aren't I?
This is outrageous. Teray are thieves. They stole supplies that were supposed to be ours. Listen closely, because I'm only going to say this once. Turn the supplies over to me, immediately, or I will have no choice but to open fire.
I'd consider if I were you, Captain. I'd reconsider if I were you, Captain. We will defend ourselves. Bloody Malon. They're a nuisance, aren't they?
That completes our run. We'll wait for our trade contact here.
Much obliged for the escort.
No worries.
Raiders inbound. Feel free to fire.
What, he got me the fucking tractor beam or something? Jesus.
All right, time to get underway. Initiating transport now.
Speaking for myself and all of my crew, I'd like to say that we appreciate the escort.
No worries. That's what we're here for.
Uh-oh, multiple hostiles on sensors.
Oh, there's a track beam. Oh, yeah. Man, these disruptors, when they hit, they're pretty decent.
And here we are, safe and sound. We'll start unloading now.
Raiding another group of raiders inbound to the trade facility. Ready to intercept.
Track beam. My god. Get cool in that tractor beam.
Excellent work. We've received all 3 shipments of supplies, intact and on schedule. Unfortunately, this was a limited time project. For now, our partnership must come to an end. With my compliments to you and your crew.
Oh, thank you, Director. We're interested in future projects with the Hierarchy. Alright. Receive word from the Kinbar Systems Command. Looks like things have settled down here. We're clear to leave the system whenever you're ready, sir. Helm, set a course, Whoop 8. Engage.
We're about to plan an attack on the Vaadwaur homeworld. We need a battle commander, and I believe you're the best candidate for the job. Meet with Admiral Tuvok and myself at the Jenolan Dyson Sphere to go over strategy.
Aye, Admiral. On the way.
There's something interesting.
Helm, set a course for the Jenolan Dyson Sphere. Maximum warp. Engage. We have arrived in the Jenolan Dyson Sphere system. Admiral, our orders are for you to beam down to the surface for the conference about to take place. Acknowledged. Yep, Wonder Beam. Admiral Janeway wants to speak with you before the briefing. Continue. Well, hello, Admiral. Nice to meet you in person.
Admiral Tuvok will be giving a presentation soon. Until then, I'd like you to speak with our allies and see what they're bringing to the table.
Any tactical updates I should be aware of, Admiral Tuvok?
The Vaadwaur are anticipating an attack of some kind, and we know they are monitoring our ship movements closely. Therefore, I suggest we adapt the tactics of our enemies to our own use. As a diversion, I have dispatched Alliance ships to the Cartella system to engage the Vaadwaur forces there. If they are successful, by the time the Vaadwaur realize what is happening, we will have already secured Vaadwaur Prime. The Vaadwaur believe the other species of this quadrant are too weak to challenge them. We will use that misconception to our advantage by using our Delta Quadrant allies to assault Vaadwaur Prime itself.
Understood.
Admiral Tuvok will be giving a presentation soon. Until then, I'd like you to speak with our allies and see what they're bringing to the table.
Thank you, Admiral. I'll talk to them. Start with 7. And the Cooperative?
The Cooperative asked me to inform you that they appreciate your assistance, and are prepared to provide what assistance they can in the final battle against the Vaadwaur.
I know the Cooperative numbers are few. What do they offer?
The Cooperative's main weapon is adapted Borg technology. Cooperative vessels can confuse the systems of opposing ships and cause them to fire on friendly targets. This tactic is most effective in mixed groups of ships, where the Cooperative can turn the larger vessels against the smaller ones.
Okay, thank you, 7.
The Cooperative appreciates your partnership, and we are eager to end the Vaadwaur threat to our quadrant. Our technological capabilities are at your disposal.
We appreciate your assistance in this matter. Great, Kazon.
I'm not sure I completely trust the Kazon after our experience with Maj Sesson, but they say they'll fight for us today. Maybe you'll have better luck reaching a consensus with them than I did.
What will the Kazon provide?
The Kazon have a large number of ships and fight without fear. However, their lack of organization makes slotting them into precise battle formations problematic. They'll go to war with you, but they may not follow every order.
Thank you, Captain.
The Kazon are eager for battle. Our enemies will fall today. All of them.
Well, I look forward to fighting by your side.
Good to see you again. Through my excellent diplomatic skills, and some assistance from Admiral Tuvok, I have managed to convince the Hierarchy Board of Directors that assisting us in this battle and ensuring the end of the Vaudoir will improve their long-term profits. The Hierarchy are experts at surveillance and espionage. If the Vaudoir try any tricks, the Hierarchy would be the ones we should send to subvert them.
Well, thank you, Doctor.
Greetings. The Hierarchy is anticipating a profitable transaction under your guidance. Our surveillance and tactical capabilities are at your disposal.
We anticipate a mutually beneficial agreement. Hello, Neelix.
We have a firm contract with the Hazari. It would bring them great dishonor to fail to complete it, so I expect that we'll have their full support in this battle.
What will they do for us?
The Hazari ships usually fight in pairs. One ship hangs back and provides shield support for the other. This gives them excellent defensive capabilities, but it comes at a cost. Their firepower isn't quite as strong as it would be if they weren't so dedicated to protection.
Thank you, Neelix.
Greetings. The Hazari will uphold our end of the contract, to the letter. And we expect you to do the same. We specialize in defense, and our ships are at your disposal.
Thank you. We appreciate your acceptance of this contract. Right.
The presentation will begin momentarily. Perhaps you would be willing to check in with the representatives of our other allies. We invited Eldex's people and the Hirogen, but neither group chose to send a representative.
Understood. I'll talk to the representatives. So, Benthans.
Greetings. The Benthan Guard is honored to join you in the fight against the Vaudoir. We dedicate our lives to promoting law and order throughout the Delta Quadrant. Finding someone else with the same ideals is unusual, but most gratifying.
The support of your people is greatly appreciated. The Kabali?
It's an honor to meet you again. I am eternally grateful for your assistance on my world. By joining you in this fight, perhaps I can begin to repay a small portion of the life debt my people owe you.
No worries, General. The support of your people is greatly appreciated.
Greetings. Aiding you against the Vaudoir was a difficult decision for our people. We do not wish to ally with you, but we understand that ending Gaul's reign of terror is more important than our discomfort.
Well, the support of your people is greatly appreciated.
Hello again. You've done so much to help us. It's only right that we help you this time.
Oh, thank you, Calyx. The Alliance appreciates your support.
If you are ready, I will begin the presentation.
Go ahead, Admiral.
The bulk of the Vaudoir fleet has pulled back to Vaudoir Prime. We expect to face the final might of the Vaudoir, including Gaul's flagship. Our battle there will have 5 fronts, each progressively closer to the planet. Our rendezvous point will be here, where the mineral content of the moon will help to hide our ships. The Touré will secure the subspace tunnels in this area, while the Kabali will help the wounded.
The Admiral has already given us our assignment. Our forces will assault the other side of the planet to secure the area against a possible retreat. Our Talaxian friends will be in charge of transporting prisoners of war.
To give us the best possible chance of success, our battle commander will be able to call in one wing of our allies at each of the first 4 fronts. Each wing of allies has different tactical advantages. The cooperative can confuse enemies. The Kazon have many ships and fight without fear. The Hierarchy have unparalleled espionage and surveillance abilities, and should be difficult to take by surprise. Hazari vessels fight in pairs, with one ship reinforcing the other's shields. This battle will be difficult, but we must prevail.
Aye, aye, Admiral. Think we're ready? Alright then. Assault on Vaudoir Prime. Let's go. 1 to beam up. Let's do this. Talk about threading the needle.
The fleet is ready to begin the assault. I will remain behind to coordinate their movements, while you will be commanding the battle from the field. We have 4 wings of allies at our disposal to help you break through the Vaadwaur lines. I recommend deploying 1 wing in each area. Are you ready to begin?
I'm ready. Let's go.
The Vaadwaur have sent out several large frigate scout forces. Which wing of allies do you want to assist you?
Large frigate scout forces. Let's go with the hierarchy because they can disorientate the scouts. Why not?
That is an acceptable choice. The firepower of the hierarchy ships should be enough to hold off the frigates.
Good, send them in. Alright, here we go. Probably gonna die a few times here. Whew. Get out of there. Shields. That's not good. Get out of there. Man, those artillery barrages do my head in. Alright, it's one done. Whew. Good. Thank God for ablative armor. Man, that disrupt the barrage is lovely. There's one. Another one. As long as I keep my ablative armor up, nice. Too bad. Nice.
The Vaudouar forces are defeated, as I knew they would be. What are your orders?
Hold this area while we proceed to the next.
The Toray fleet has secured the subspace tunnels. The Vaudouar will not be able to use them to attack or to retreat.
Excellent.
We shall establish a medical flotilla and secure the area. Vessels of the fleet can transport any wounded, including Vaudouar, to our ships for treatment.
Make sure you treat our people first. Are you ready to proceed to Bravo Front, Admiral? I am indeed. Engage.
The Vaudouar have set up a cruiser picket line in this area. Which ally do you want to advance?
Let's go with the Kazon.
That is an acceptable choice. The Kazon ships should have sufficient numbers to challenge the Vaudouar.
I'm glad you find my selection of the Kazon satisfactory, Admiral.
Something's not right here. The Kazon are in the wrong position, and they aren't responding to my hails.
Oh dear. Evelyn, what's your take? Sensors indicate the Kazon are moving into position with the Vaudouar on screen. Oh, they betrayed us. Admiral, some of those ships appeared to be Nistrum. We are being hailed. It's Cessian. Cessian, I should have known on screen. Fools, did you really believe I would assist you in your folly? My mother's murder will be avenged at last. Janeway didn't murder your mother, Cessian. Seska brought her death upon herself. They have closed channels, Admiral. We are being hailed by the Rhode Island on screen.
I was worried they might double-cross us, but I never thought they would be so blatant. But come to think of it, they did say some pretty suspicious things during the briefing. Fortunately, Admiral Tuvok and I have a backup plan. Cessin has been encroaching on Hirogen territory for some time. They'll join us in battle for a chance to collect his ship as a trophy.
Excellent work, Captain. Here we go. It's always the way, isn't it? Alright. Good thing I got a plate of armor. This would be a short battle. Oh, there's the K's on down. Not easy. Let's go for this one. Admiral, we must disable the satellite network to prevent the Vaadwaur from receiving surveillance data that might allow them to make a counterattack. First, we will need to override the security measures on one of the satellites. Then we can transmit a virus that will shut down the entire network. Understood. Set a course for the satellites.
The first wave of Vaadwaur defenders, and we are entering position for our next offensive. Resistance has been heavier than expected, but our ships have so far proved equal to the task.
Excellent work, Captain. Keep me apprised of your situation.
Please remember to direct any wounded or prisoners of war to our flotilla at Alpha Front.
Acknowledged.
This area is secure. What are your orders?
Remain here with the Herogen and coordinate the cleanup efforts. Are you ready to proceed to Charlie Front? I am indeed. Engage.
The Vaadwaur have constructed a defensive line of battleships supported by frigates. Which wing of allies would you like to help you?
Well, we'll definitely have the cooperative here. They can use the battleships to target the frigates, can't they?
An excellent strategy. The technology of the cooperative may be able to cause the larger ships to attack the smaller ones. Certainly, the cooperative coordination and discipline will be more than a match for the tactical abilities of the Vaadwaur.
I have great faith in the cooperative, Admiral. Is that what it's sending in? 4 spheres? Okay. Jeez. God, it's so fast. Yeah, they're so fast. It's unreal. Alright. that was so bad. Admiral, we must secure the orbital platforms here. We cannot afford to leave our rear flank exposed. Set course for the orbital platforms. Orbital platform secured, Admiral. Hail the Talaxians.
We are ready to begin transporting prisoners of war from the orbital platforms at your command.
We have secured the platforms. Please proceed with the transportation.
The Vaadwaur forces in this area have been defeated. What are your orders?
Hold this area while we proceed to the next. Are you ready to proceed? Yes. Travel to the Delta front. Engage.
The Vaadwaur have constructed a defensive line of battleships. However, knowing the Vaadwaur, they might be planning a surprise attack. Who do you want to assist you?
Well, the Hazari are the only ones I need now. Let's go.
I do not believe that is a wise decision. The Hazari ships lack the firepower needed to breach the defenses of such powerful ships, and they risk being blindsided by whatever surprises the Vaadwaur have planned. However, since they are the only wing of allies remaining, it seems we have little choice.
Indeed, Admiral. Let's hope the Hazari have some surprises of their own. Yeah. No. What was that? Uh-oh. That artillery barrage is crazy. As soon as my ablative armor goes, that's it. Yeah, pick them off one at a time. Fuck me. One. Alright. Ooh. Hey, this little fucker needs to piss off. Well, that looked good. God damn it! Try cobalt mine explosion. big fucker down. What the hell? Man. Keep dying. Try and cobalt mine, that's what it is. That's what keeps doing me in. Some of the big ones down. Getting there. Ooh, that was hard fought, but we did it. Admiral, we must disable the orbital repairs platforms in this area. The Vardwar could repair their ships and allow them to re-enter the conflict. The platforms are networked together, so if we can access the recognition protocol subroutine in any single platform, the chain should propagate to the other platforms. Good idea. Set a course for the platforms. Grab this item. The Benthans are hailing us again, Admiral. On screen. Sir, we have broken through the ranks of the Vardwar defenders. They are falling back, but we have them contained. We anticipate being able to rendezvous with you at Echo Front shortly. Excellent work, Captain.
That went well. What do you want me to do now?
Hold this area while we proceed to the next. Are you ready to proceed to Echo Front, Admiral? Yes, I am. Let's go.
We have broken through to their final line of defense, their command ships. However, in doing so, we have exhausted our supply of allies, and the Vardwar dreadnoughts are formidable. This will be a difficult fight.
We have to press on, even if it's alone.
Not quite alone. The Rojan have matters well in hand, so the Rhode Island is at your disposal.
Glad to have you, Captain.
I have temporarily taken command of a cooperative vessel. You will not fight alone.
Wonderful, Seven. We could use the help.
The hierarchy also agreed to send a single ship to assist in the final assault. Under the command of yours truly, of course. I'm finally getting to use my emergency command subroutine. But you would not believe the amount of paperwork I had to fill out.
Fantastic, Doctor.
Last but not least, the Hazari managed to spare a ship and put it under my command. Captain Neelix.
Indeed, Neelix, thank you.
I am impressed with the show of support from our allies. However, my tactical analysis indicates that our forces are inferior to the Vardwar.
We have to fight. Admiral, we're being hailed by the VSW Volsra. How sad. I hoped you would put up more of a fight. Sorry to disappoint you, Gal.
The Vardwar are relentless. The probability of our survival is...
Whoa. Really?
Alex's help appears to be just in time.
That wasn't so bad.
Sir, we've arrived to help secure the area.
Excellent. I am needed on the surface. Admiral Gull appears to have escaped to the surface in an escape pod. Radio. Let's beam down. Full team. Ready. Energize. Gull landed somewhere in this area. He must have gone into those tunnels. Let's follow him then. Let's go. Come on, team. This drop pod landed just a few minutes ago. Gull can't be far away. God damn. Get up. It is but a scratch. Come on. You're not dead until I say you're dead. Alright. Alright, I think we're good. Jesus. I like this pistol. It's got decent damage per hit. Are you in there, Gaul? Come out with your hands up. Oh. Well, even a room is Discordo. Just grab this drain more. Ronan keeps dying. Go on, Ronan. Let's just check his skills, shall we? He's got decent stuff, so I don't really understand why he's dying. Meh. Onward. Come out, ghoul, wherever you are.
Your persistence is a credit to your race.
Welcome, my friend.
But it is time
You should have joined me when you
story.
had the chance. Your blood will drench the sands of our blasted home.
Okay, it's over, Garl. Surrender now and save the lives of your remaining soldiers. Wave 1.
Congratulations. You have earned the right to die on the hallowed soil of Vaudouar Pride.
Ronan dead again. Anybody else?
Although you are clearly not the brightest aliens in the universe, your bravery is admirable. And I do respect Starfleet for ending my people's long twilight. Surrender now, and I give you my word I will spare your people. You and the other leaders will need to be executed, of course, but that is only to maintain order. Personally, I bear you no ill will.
Well, that sounds like a generous offer, but I must decline, Garl.
That's twice you've refused my generosity. I should be insulted, but your pitiful blindness makes it difficult.
And I feel only contempt for your delusions. Oh dear. Bugs! We got bugs, people! God damn, I hate bugs. It's after me! Ah! Come on, Ronan, get up. Someone get Ronan up. Sleeping on the job again. Is that all you got, Garl?
The Vaadwaur controlled this quadrant once, and our new allies have only made us stronger. Is that the best you've got?
Now's your chance! Defeat Gaul!
Do my best.
I thought you might want to know. I took the liberty of scanning Gaul. He does not have a heart. And I don't think he has.
What? That's impossible!
Goddamn flying thing. Ooh. Get off me. Son, wait, Ronan. Come on, Ronan. No time to dawdle. Play immune again.
The Vaadwaur Empire will never fall, and you will not even be a footnote in our glorious history.
Too many bugs, too many bugs. Ah! Oh. Fucking bugs! Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. God damn it, they don't stop, do they? Some bitch. God damn it. Keep shooting! He's done. There's one guy left.
Cannot be stopped.
That's what it was.
Time after time we rise from the ashes, and we are stronger for doing so.
Your logic is flawed, Gaul. You are already defeated. The evil I mistakenly unleashed on the galaxy ends at last.
My people and the galaxy must believe the parasites were behind his madness.
Damn.
The remaining Vaadwaur have surrendered. What is your current situation?
We're in Gaul's command center, Admiral. Gaul's dead.
Were you able to determine why he returned to the surface? It was a tactical error. Even if underspace was closed to him, Gaul would have had more opportunities to escape if he had remained in his ship.
Not yet. Join me and we can investigate.
Certainly. May I recommend Seven, Captain Kim, the Doctor, and Neelix join us as well. Their insight may be valuable.
Absolutely. Just get the entire gang back together. Would you contact them for me? Alright. At least they didn't die, innit?
Honestly, I wasn't sure about coming back to the Delta Quadrant. I have a family and a life back home, and the idea of being 70,000 light years away again wasn't appealing. But seeing the good we've done for the Kabali, and now stopping the Vodwar, I think we were needed here. You were needed. Thank you. It's been a pleasure serving with you. I hope we meet again.
It was a pleasure serving with you too, Captain Kim.
While this conflict was regrettable, it was ultimately for the greater good. Gaul's hubris and ambition blinded him to the harm he was doing to the Delta Quadrant and his own people. Now the threat is ended. There will be time to heal the damage he has done.
But were they acting alone? That's the question.
War is just a pointless waste of life. Usually for a political reason that doesn't much matter in the long term anyway. I understand that sometimes we need to fight to defend those who cannot defend themselves. I respect that. But what Gaul was doing here was madness. It's one thing for him to want to rebuild his people. It's something entirely different to destroy dozens of worlds to do so.
Indeed, Doctor. Indeed.
I'm not a man who normally dwells on revenge, but when Gaul and his soldiers attacked my people, it was almost all I could think about. Dexa helped me to see that death doesn't heal wounds of the heart, but thank you. This quadrant is safer now that Gaul and his soldiers are defeated, and I'm glad I was here to see it happen.
Goodbye, my friend.
I was responsible for the return of the Vodwar. Even though Admiral Janeway told me she might have done the same thing, it was ultimately my actions that allowed all this destruction to happen. I participated in the assimilation of many different species during my time with the Borg. Those acts weigh on me. The wanton slaughter caused by the Vodwar will do so as well.
7, you couldn't have known what would happen.
Nevertheless, I am pleased I could, in some way, make up for my actions. By assisting the Touré, working with the Cooperative, and fighting the Vodwar here today, we have helped end what began more than 30 years ago when I activated those stasis tubes and freed the Vodwar. Thank you.
You're welcome, 7. We couldn't have done this without you. Admiral, I'm detecting an unusual radiation emanating from that door. Let's investigate. A Psychonian.
Intriguing. This device is not familiar to me, but it does not appear to be of Vodwar origin. I will bring it back to Voyager for further analysis.
Acknowledged. Looks like we're done here, Admiral. Are you ready to beam up? Yep. 5 to beam up. Energize.
With the defeat of Gaul, we've saved the Quadrant from a terrible threat. Well done. This unknown artifact concerns me, however. We'll be in touch once we know more.
Aye, aye, Admiral.
There's something interesting I'd like you to look into.
Admiral Tuvok and Captain Kim are leading the analysis of the artifact you found on Vodwar Prime. I knew you'd want to be there for the great reveal, so I've arranged for you and your crew to be part of the team. Rendezvous with Voyager to get started.
Was that meant to be Admiral Janeway's voice?
There's something interesting I'd like you...
Okay, helm set a course for Nao Shanda system. Engage. What's left behind? So we arrived in the Nao Shanda system. Voyager sends Admiral Tuvok's regards and says they are ready for you as soon as we've moved into transporter range. Understood. Let's meet with the Voyager. Transport complete. Sir, Admiral Tuvok has arranged to greet you in the transport room. He wishes to speak to you about the device we recovered from Gal. Understood. I'll talk to Tuvok. Well, Tuvok, it's a pleasure as always.
Welcome back to Voyager. We were about to begin studying the device you recovered from Gal's communication center. Since you have spearheaded much of our efforts here, I would like you to take the lead once again. Captain Kim and 7 of 9 are at your disposal. Talk with them if you need more help deciphering the device. When you finish your analysis, return to me for further orders. I will be here in the transporter room to see you off.
Understood, Admiral. I'll take a look at the device in engineering. Engineering. That's the, can't go that way. Hey, Kim.
Glad you're here. We transported the device to engineering here so we could run all the scans and tests we could think of. The first thing we need to do is determine how it's communicating. We can't find any normal transmissions from it, but we're hoping you have some new ideas to bring to the table.
Okay, agreed. You study the device for a while and realize it must transmit a signal of some sort. None of the normal detection modes seem to give any sort of feedback. You decide to investigate some of the more exotic transmission forms. Let's go for scan the device for multi-dimensional fields. The mirror universe has been a constant source of trouble, so it's not too far of a stretch to think that Gal might be working with someone from the alternate dimension. You scan the device for any sort of trans-dimensional communication patterns that come up empty. Well, a good theory, it must not be correct. Let's do subspace. The Vaadwaur are self-proclaimed masters of unspace and from a form of subspace in the Delta Quadrant. So you hypothesize that the device may be used to communicate directly to subspace. Your scans pick up a faint resonance. The device does appear to be designed to communicate with similar devices located in subspace. Inform Captain Kim of your findings. Man, I cannot speak today. Jesus.
The device communicates with subspace. We should have guessed that. Now comes the hard part. We need to access the device's memory core. The engineering team here on Voyager is good, and I've heard your team is top-notch. But it might take more time than we have for either team to make a full analysis. We should have both teams give you their opinions on the device. If we work together, hopefully we can make a breakthrough.
Agreed.
You'll need to set switches on the device until we get solid readings. We'll be able to tell if switches are in the correct position, but not which switches. Good luck.
Alright, I'll go set the switches. You have the teams tell me which state the device is in. There we go. Go start doing some switches. Here we go. Alright. There are 3 switches on the device. Each one can be oriented either on or off. You are required to get all 3 switches in the correct orientation before you can access the memory banks. Captain Kim will assist you in this task. Okay.
The engineering teams are reading big zeros across the board. None of the switches are in the correct orientation. Let's try this again.
Alright, rework switches.
Sir, I've consulted with both the engineers here on Voyager and your chief engineer. I am seeing green across the board. All the switches are in the correct position, and we now have access to the primary memory core of the device. Unfortunately, we're only halfway there. Now we need to access the secondary memory core to get full access to the data we need.
Okay, I'll access the secondary memory core.
The engineering teams tell me 2 of the switches are in the correct mode. Unfortunately, we don't know which 2 switches. Set them again and we'll redo our analysis.
Okay.
The engineers tell me there is only 1 switch in the correct orientation. Looks like you did it again. All the switches are in the correct position, and we now have full access to the memory core of the device. 7 of 9 should be of assistance in accessing the memory banks of that device. She's in astrometrics, attempting to get a fix on the location of who or what is receiving these transmissions.
Excellent. I'll go see 7 of 9. Beam to astrometrics. Oh, beam device to astrometrics. Okay.
We have access to the databanks of the device. Very efficient work. From the data we have received so far, we will be able to pinpoint the exact transmission coordinates. However, it is possible that doing so may alert whomever is on the other end that we have reverse-engineered their technology. There are 3 likely ways to get at the information. I suggest further analysis to determine the best course of action.
Extract the data from the device. You have root access to the device now. All that is left is determining via the device's memory where the transmissions were being sent. Hopefully you can do this without alerting the parties on the other end. Okay. Attempt an encrypted query. Using high-level encryption, you delve into the database. This seems to have done the trick. No unusual activity is detected, and you have a location in real space where you can enter subspace near the transmission's location. The Nal Shandar system continue. Now that you have the location of the transmission's destination point, you should speak to Admiral Tuvok. Okay.
Fascinating. Excellent work. With this location, we may be able to finally reveal who gave the Vaadwaur their advanced technology, and why the neuroparasites appeared again in this time and place. Commander Jarok of the Romulan Republic has requested to join you on this operation. Her own analysis of the device has shown that the Romulans have had some contact with the creators of this device, a race known as the Ilachi. She will meet you in subspace at the given coordinates.
Okay.
Finally, Voyager's emergency medical hologram, the Doctor, will be assigned to your crew. His knowledge of the Delta Quadrant races may prove invaluable. He's not much of a combatant, but should prove useful.
Understood, Admiral. We meet again, Doctor.
Hello again.
Rightio. We all ready? Wonder beam. Energize. So, we've successfully transitioned to subspace. The RRW Lisette should be arriving any moment. Looks like Gull's communications were going to an Alachi outpost station. It's still active, sir. I'm picking up several Alachi ships in the area. Go to yellow alert and keep an eye on those Alachi ships. Well, hello.
Greetings. This is Commander Jarok of the RRW Lisette. When we learned that the Alachi were involved, I requested to shadow you on this mission.
Aye.
I know your experience with the Alachi is limited. The Romulan Republic, however, has an extensive history with this race.
Okay, just who exactly are the Alachi?
The Tal Shiar used Alachi to help invade Veronat, a colony made up of Romulan refugees seeking to make a new life for themselves. The two factions worked together to convince Romulan colonies to join the Tal Shiar. It was in spite of this that the Romulan Republic was forged. We fought off the Tal Shiar and eventually made a stand against the Alachi at New Romulus. Many Romulans gave their lives in defense of our new homeworld. But that final defense seemed to quiet Ilachi attacks for quite some time, barring the occasional incursion from subspace.
Understood.
All right, we'll follow your lead here.
Aye, Commander.
We're seeing 3 patrol groups. Recommend we eliminate them before we board the station.
Aye. Here we go. Ah, that seemed easy. Not easier than Lavadwa. Spoke too soon. That was a direct impact on my forward shields. Relatively straightforward so far.
Another Alachi ship is here to defend the outpost.
Rightio. Is that like Spore Hub drive? Alright. Ops, ready to beam over. Energize, full team. Let's go.
Good. You found the breathing apparatus. That should take care of that nasty cough.
Okay. We arrived on the outpost station, sir, and the doctor has offered to accompany the away team to offer his extensive knowledge of the Delta Quadrant. In addition, Commander Jorak is taking an away team from the Lisette to another part of the facility. She wants to speak with you before we begin. Commander Jorak?
I was thinking we should split up and cover as much of the facility as we can, unless you have a better idea.
Doctor, what's your take on the situation?
This is obviously an Alachi facility. What I know about them comes from the Romulan Republic's databases, but I should be able to learn more as we examine this location. The air here is suitable for the Alachi, which means that you may find breathing difficult. I, of course, do not have that problem. If you have an environmental suit, or even some sort of rebreather, you will be fine. If you don't, keep an eye out for something that could help filter out the toxins.
Alright. I want to check something. I've still got 2 episodes with this one and another one to do. Right here.
These are silverware tables. I've read the Enterprise evidence about them. definitely Solinae tables, which, if I'm correct, and I always am, is the same race you dealt with after using the Iconian Gateway on New Romulus. The Solinae kidnap victims through subspace for their brutal experiments. If they are somehow connected to the Alachi and the Vaadwaur, this is beginning to make more sense. If I had to guess, there must be a stasis room nearby. We should find it and rescue anyone in there who can still be saved.
I don't know.
It looks as if they are converting their captives into more Alachi. If my readings are correct, there are several individuals here who have only just begun the conversion process. We can save them if we beam them back to your ship.
Aye, aye. God, those shields are decent, aren't they?
Transport this Galaxian directly to sickbay.
Whew.
We're transporting you to a Romulan ship. You're going to be fine. Ah, a Hazari. Stay calm. We'll get you the medical attention you need. This is no way for a proud Klingon warrior to go out. We'll patch him up immediately. Everything will be fine, Mr. Teray. We'll beam you directly to sickbay.
A Kazon.
A Kazon? Even the Borg won't assimilate a Kazon.
And a Benthan.
You'll be back on duty before you know it. One to beam up.
Right.
Well, the Solinae are definitely involved. I believe I have everything I need from this area. We need to keep moving if we hope to meet up with Commander Jirok.
Hi, Doctor.
The door is unlocked now. We should keep going.
No. The only way to go is forward, I suppose. Oh, hello. That's right, once I get the shields down, just getting the shields down. I do like this gun. This gun's great. Did that guy really just drop a banana split on the as you do? Spoils of war, banana split. Move to the window. Oh.
This is odd. You sound like you're in a Solanae lab, but we're in some place that looks like a prison. In fact, I'd say that's exactly what it is. And they've just had a breakout. Whoever it was, they used our arrival as the distraction they needed to make their move. I'll keep looking for more information, but I hope the escapees are friendly.
Oh, be careful, Commander.
A prison break? Maybe I should go back to the ship.
Alright, proceed further. Let's go.
Neural parasites. This must be where the Vaadwaur were implanted with those mind-controlling bugs. Neural parasites. Just as I suspected. Did you know that several Starfleet officers were infected by these in the mid-2360s? The Enterprise logs from that era are fascinating reading if you ever have a few dozen hours to spare.
Yeah, just watched all of Next Generation. It's a good episode. I'll take a look at them later, Doctor. Continue, please.
If Gaul and the infected Vaadwaur were communicating with this station, it stands to reason that this may be the facility where the bluegill implantation takes place. We should definitely investigate further. If we can find the implantation room, then I should be able to analyze their equipment and gather more information.
Okie dokie.
I don't believe it. The empirical evidence is right in front of me, but I'm actually having difficulty processing this information.
What is it?
This tech, this whole facility. It's Iconian. There are variations on the norm, of course, because of the Solanae and Alachi influence, but I see distinct signs of their presence throughout the facility.
Iconians here too?
The Iconians, as we know them, rarely reveal themselves. The only known interaction with an Iconian in modern history took place on Kronos, when... Wait, you were there! I don't need to explain that situation again. As I was saying, the Iconians don't like to act directly. They use servitor races, like the Alachi and the Solanae, to cause chaos in their name. And the neural parasites, they've bioengineered. Rather like the founders created the Jem'Hadar, but sophisticated enough to control another species, and with much less free will. The parasites are a weapon.
Oof. What about the Vaadwaur? Were they were active before the Iconians revealed themselves?
When Voyager revived the Vaadwaur, their technology was outdated compared to what other powers in the Delta Quadrant had at that time. Even the Kazon outdid them. But now, Vaadwaur technology is cutting edge. The only way they could have advanced so far, so fast, was by allying themselves with someone else. With the Iconians. The Vaadwaur got their tech upgrades from them, but they also got the neural parasites. The parasites gave the Vaadwaur power, but they gave the Iconians control. They were ultimately the ones pulling the strings. This entire war has been against an enemy we didn't even see.
Oof. That's the information we needed to find out. Let's meet up with Commander Jaruk and then get off this station. And the plot thickens. Where am I going? Destroy the neuroparasites. Okay. Is there something I need to interact with? I'm looking, but I ain't a seeing. Okay. Ah! Bugs. There's always bugs in it. Okay. Oh, Joyce. Ah.
Some of this technology is ancient, but it's quite advanced. This is more like a factory than a laboratory. These parasites aren't a natural species at all. They look engineered.
Well, you did just say that they were created. So, I've taken some quick readings of those Alachi. They're showing some of the same energy signatures as the parasites in Svadwa, but they're fluctuating. The Alachi will be phasing in and out of invulnerability. We can beat that. We just have to pick the right moment. Attack the Alachi with the blue effects. Okay. Where's the other guy?
I think we're catching up with the escapees, and they might be from the Alpha Quadrant.
Hey.
We found a dead Romulan in prisoner garb. He was part of the breakout, but I don't know if he was part of the Republic or loyal to the Tal Shiar. Keep an eye out. The prisoners are headed in your direction.
Understood. We'll be ready for them.
Maybe we should avoid any potential contact with the prisoner? I think I've seen enough combat for today.
Oh, Doctor, you're not getting, like, you know, cold holographic feet, are you, mate? Why have I lost my breathing apparatus? Alright, here we go. I know that is.
Humans. Always showing up when you're least expected.
Well, long time no see, Sealer.
More Alachi. I don't think the Iconians want me to leave. Their tenacity is almost admirable.
Alright.
Looks like you could use a hand.
Oh, they just keep coming, don't they?
And now we have their leader's attention.
Oh, here, big guy. What's going on? Alright. Ronan dead again.
Sealer! I should kill you where you stand. It would be justice for all the lives you've destroyed.
Now, calm down, Jarok.
And if you do, you'll never learn about the Iconians. I've been here for months. I've seen enough to know you need my help.
Well, that could be very valuable information, Commander Jarok.
Fine, you interrogate her. I might get a little carried away. But she returns with me to the Lisette when you're finished here. Seela is a prisoner of the Romulan Republic. Your government can go through official channels if they want to talk to her.
Agreed. You can take custody of her once we are done.
You and this Seela person seem to have some history. I'll leave you to speak to her.
Alright, Doctor.
Not so fast. You have the weapons, but I have the information. If you want to learn what I know, you'll need to keep those Romulan rebels under control. You've stumbled into something much greater than you're prepared to handle. I'm the best ally you have.
Talk, then I'll decide what happens to you.
I assume you already know where you are. Both the Alachi and the Solanae serve the Iconians. The Alachi are their warriors, and the Solanae are their scientists. They're the ones who created those creatures implanted into the Vaadwaur.
The neuroparasites. Why did the Iconians use them here, but not on the Tal Shiar?
Hakiv joined the Iconians out of faith. He thought the Iconians would create an empire he could rule. That did not go as planned. This time the Iconians wanted to control their puppets. When the Vaadwaur asked for strength to defeat their enemies, the Iconians gave them the parasites. The Vaadwaur had strength, but also strings. Strings that have now been cut. I'm sure you had something to do with that.
Oh yes, alongside an alliance of the Romulan Republic and the Klingon Empire.
All three of you working together? The world has changed in my absence. Or were the Vaadwaur that much of a threat to the Alpha Quadrant?
Actually, we're in the Delta Quadrant now.
That explains some things. I'd love an escort back to the world at large, but I have a feeling you have some questions first.
Let's have a look.
I'll answer what I can. You can believe what you want.
What is your relationship with the Iconians? Were you their prisoner or their ally?
How important is that, really? I worked with the Iconians because, at the time, I thought it was the best thing for my people. After we lost the homeworld, we were scattered, starving. A shadow of what we once were. What were we supposed to do? Beg the Federation? Or the Klingons for scraps? Pathetic. The so-called Romulan Republic has made their way, but they did it at the cost of Romulan dignity.
Is dignity more important than survival?
We are not refugees. We are Romulan. We needed a strong leader to bind us together again, and I knew I could be that leader. The Iconians were a means to an end. They gave us strength at a time when we were at our weakest. Had I known what Hakiv, what he and the Iconians did to our world, perhaps I would not have made the same decision.
Well, the Republic is thriving. You are in prison. Who made the better choice?
Dwelling on the past is meaningless. I am here, and so are you. Today, our goals are aligned. We both want to stop the Iconian advance. You need me.
Okay, fine. I have another thing I want to talk to you about.
I'll answer what I can. You can believe what you want.
What we got? Okay. Do the Iconians have a weakness? Something we can exploit to help us defeat them?
Hubris. The Iconians think they are the rulers of the galaxy. They thought so 200,000 years ago, when they were driven off their homeworld by the fire of 1,000 races allied against them. They think so now, when they look at us and see us as children stumbling in the dark. They do not see our strength, our willingness to fight. Use their hubris against them, and the Iconians will fall.
Okay, noted. I have another thing I want to talk to you about.
I'll answer what I can.
What is the Iconians' master plan?
I honestly don't know. Why would they share their plans with a prisoner? That may make me less valuable in your eyes, but don't be fooled. I know more about the Iconians' operations than they realize.
Perhaps there's a different question you'll feel more comfortable in answering?
I'll answer what I can. You can believe what you want.
Where is the rest of your crew?
The crew. The Alachi took them one by one and turned them into those things. Revolting. If I had known that was what they were doing with the captives from the colonies, I would have...
Well, now who's dwelling in the past?
Yes, you were asking about the crew. A handful of us were still alive when the station went on alert. We took a chance and made our escape. They died, nobly, as Romulans protecting their Empress. I will remember their sacrifice.
Well, I think we're done here. Time to return to the ship.
Will I be taken into your custody? Or will I be left to Chiaru's tender mercies?
Well, we have agreed that in the spirit of cooperation, Commander Jark would take custody. She is under strict orders to deliver you directly to the Alliance Command. You will not be harmed.
Very well. It's not like I have a choice in the matter, do I?
Lisette, 1 to beam up. We're finished here, Captain. Seela is safely in the brig of the Lisette, although I think there will be a lot of negotiations between the Republic and the Federation before we know what will happen to her. Until then, we should report our findings to Admiral Tuvok and Alliance Command. 5 to beam up. Energize.
We have Empress Seela in our brig. When she was taken by the Iconians last year, many of my people thought she would get away with her heinous crimes against the galaxy. With her in my brig, I am happy to know that is no longer a possibility. Of course, I understand that the Romulan Republic's claim on her is not unique. Her crimes are against all of the Alpha Quadrant. To that end, I will ensure that she be made available to all the Alliance leaders for interrogation and debriefing.
Alright.
Well, that wasn't exactly what I'd call a walk in the park. At least we know exactly how the Iconians were controlling the Vaadwaur. And you've certainly put a crimp in their plans. On the upside, as a photonic life form, I'm immune to any attempts at subversion by neural parasites. I'll see to the care of the captives we've rescued. In the meantime, it sounds like you and the Romulan Republic Command have a lot to talk about. Seela certainly has a story to tell. But should we believe all of it? I'll put a bug in Admiral Janeway's ear about the situation. That was a joke, by the way. You're going to be busy. Don't overdo... Oh, who am I kidding? Command officers never take their doctor's advice. Just remember that you're not in this alone. Good luck. I suspect things are starting to get interesting.
Well, thank you, Doctor. Sir, the fleet has sent intelligent ships to comb the outposts for more information on the Iconian involvement. We are cleared to return to normal space on your command. Set a course. Engage. Come on, loading screen.
I'll say one thing for Sela. When she puts a scheme together, she doesn't think small. For now, her fate lies in the hands of the diplomatic corps. Starfleet will be in touch once they've learned more.
Aye, aye, Admiral.
There's something interesting I'd like you to look into.
Alright. One mission
left. We have a
left.
situation on Kabali Prime. You and I were both asked by name to help. All that I've been told is that the Vaadwaur have launched a large offensive and have retaken the area in front of their temple, the place where they keep unconscious Vaadwaur stored. They need our help to retake the area, though I have a feeling something else is going on. Can you help with the situation?
Well, I suppose so. Helm, set a course for Kabali Prime. Engage. Wrong way.
The breach is widening. I've got to close this now. Almost there. I just need a minute to...
Harry! Harry! Grab my hand!
Can't reach. I'm slipping.
Oh.
The Vaadwaur are making a new push into the system, and we could use your help. The Rhode Island is assisting the new Kabali flagship Samsar, but you know the Vaadwaur. They're relentless.
I'm on my way, Captain. Yeah.
Thank you for arriving so quickly. I'm still not sure what happened. All I know is that we lost contact with the temple, and several hours later a large Vaadwaur fleet attacked. However, I'm still not sure if the Vaadwaur have entered the temple. If they have, they may already be reactivating their soldiers in stasis. We're safe here, for now, but the battle on the ground continues. No one can enter the temple, and the Vaadwaur are seizing control of the surrounding area.
Alright, we need to take it back. Captain Kim, Hanchon, Jetanaya? The three of us are going in with an away team.
Sounds like a plan. I've located a safe area in the trenches for transport. My team and I will go down first and secure the area. See you there.
Will Voyager be coming to help us?
Voyager is currently on a high-priority operation in Vaadwaur-controlled space. Any comm chatter could give away their position. Whatever they're doing, Tuvok says it's important. But that's all I know.
Understood. Hanchon, can your team aid us on the ground?
My officers and I will join you. The Samsar will return to the dock with a small repair team, but I'm sending the majority of my crew to the city. We cannot allow the Vaadwaur to take control of it as well. Our flagship will be of no use to us if the planet is lost.
The Prometheus and the USS Rhode Island will secure the system against any additional Vaadwaur ships. Ready to beam down. Energize.
The Kabali forces are spread thin, and the Vaadwaur are making a push toward the temple. If I may, I have a suggestion for our plan of attack.
Oh, tell me a plan, Captain.
Hanshin Jatanian and his team will attack the outer area of the trenches, making their way to the temple. My away team will move to the opposite end of the trenches and support the remaining Kabali soldiers there. While they're holding the flanks, your team and I will push through the center and strike the Vaadwaur in the temple courtyard. Your thoughts?
Agreed. Hanchon, do you have any objections?
None. My team is eager to prove themselves. You and your allies have set quite an example for us to live up to. We'll support the forces at the other end of the trenches and then make our way to the temple. Hopefully, we'll be able to meet up with you before the final assault.
Very good. Let's move out. Let's roll.
The Romulans lost the point ahead. Help me push forward and retake it. We should repair these turrets. More Vaadwaur will be coming.
Here they come. Take out that drop pod. Clear here. Let's keep moving. There's an injured Mako up ahead. See what you can do for him.
Thank you for your assistance. I'm Commander Lewis Cooper. I'm sorry I can't stay and help, but my search and recovery mission has already gone off track, and I need to rendezvous with the rest of my squad. Perhaps our paths will cross again someday. Good luck.
Good luck in your search, Commander.
Looks like he's safe, but we've got more Vaadwaur incoming. Take out that Vaudouar drop pod, and then keep moving. We're almost there.
Oh, friendly fire.
Our scouts report that the temple is heavily defended. We still have some Vaudouar attacking our flanks, but my soldiers insist they can keep them occupied long enough for us to retake the temple. Are you ready for the final push?
It sounds like there are other areas in the trenches we could use help.
There are other areas of the trenches in need of aid. My team and I could go help them while Captain Kim and his team stay with you. Or, if you think you can assault the temple alone, Captain Kim will rendezvous with his officers as well. However, I highly recommend you bring all of us in for your attack on the temple.
Yeah, everyone should assault the temple.
Are you sure you want all of us to attack the temple?
Yeah, let's go. Better go easy route, innit? Well, Ronan's dead. No one bothered to revive him? Okay. Why is Jennifer like melee in a tank? Oh. Alright.
The temple was secure, and the doors are still locked, which means the Vaudouar didn't break in either. Let's see. Okay. I've seen this sort of algorithm before. I'll have the door open in no time. After that, we can figure out what happened to the temple's security system. It shouldn't have done this.
Good. Hanshon, do you need support out here?
I don't deny that we'll need support. My team is one of the few still intact. Captain Kim's away team should meet up with us soon, but we don't know what kind of numbers we'll be up against. However, the temple itself should be free of Vaudouar. If I may suggest, perhaps only you and Captain Kim should enter, and your officers can stay here and help us hold the area.
Very well. Our away teams will help defend the temple while Captain Kim and I investigate inside. Don't worry, Captain. We'll hold the area while you're inside. Are you ready to go? Yes, I am. Let's go.
At least all the Vaudouar here are in stasis pods. Let's take a look around. I want to know why the Kabali lost control of their security systems.
Sounds good. Keep an eye out for anything suspicious.
That's not right. According to these readings, the occupant of this pod was me? But the name on it is Ket. Must be a computer glitch. Could be a symptom of a bigger problem, but whoever was in this pod is gone now. Looks like it was open before the problem started. Hold on. I'll access the temple security footage. Maybe that can show us something.
Let's see what's in the security footage.
That's me. But from over 30 years ago. What in the world?
Stay back! Are you with the Vidians? What do you want from me?
Ketten, you have to calm down. My name is Jetlaya. I'm here to help you.
That's not my name! Where am I? Where is Voyager? I need to contact my ship.
Wait! Come back!
Jetlaya. And me? Hold on. There's more security footage. This is the last thing that was recorded.
Voyager, this is Ensign Harry Kim. If you get this message, I'm in an unknown alien prison. I've escaped my captors and I'm looking for a way out. I'll send another message with my coordinates as soon as I can. Come find me.
Oh, damn.
That was me. From over 30 years ago, in my old Voyager uniform. And they're turning him, into a Kabali. They knew. This whole time I've been here, they knew. And Lindsay, Jedliah, she knew. I know I've had a difficult time accepting the Kabali, but they keep too many secrets. They should have told me. Told us about this.
Wait, a second knew how?
A lot of strange things happened on Voyager's trip through the Delta Quadrant. During our second year here, the ship and everyone on it were duplicated. It was a freak accident, an encounter with a subspace divergence field we still can't completely explain. But two Voyagers, sharing the same point in space-time, it was a recipe for disaster. We tried to cooperate, to find some way to save both ships, but...
But you couldn't.
I'm from the duplicate ship. Captain Janeway sacrificed it so one Voyager could survive. The other, Harry, was killed in a hull breach before that happened. Captain Janeway sent me and Ensign Wildman's baby to his Voyager before she self-destructed our ship. It made sense at the time. I'm Harry Kim. I have all my memories, my knowledge, same as him. We were exactly alike in every way. Except one of us got to keep living, and the other one didn't.
And now that's changed.
It's changed, all right. Best I can guess is that a Kabali ship must have found his body floating in space. It's a 1,000,000 to 1 shot, but Lindsay might have remembered our coordinates when we were duplicated and known where to start looking. They must have spent decades reconstructing him and putting him through their rebirth process. I don't know whether to be impressed or horrified. Think I'll go with both.
Who's Jedliah?
Jedliah is my friend. I knew her as Lindsay Ballard. She was an engineer on Voyager. We went to the academy together. She taught me how to ice skate. We studied together and shared peanut butter sandwiches. And I was more than a little in love with her. Lindsay died on an away mission. The Kabali found her body, revived her, gave her a second life, but she still remembered Voyager. She tried to come back, but...
It didn't work out, did it?
Rebirth does more than rewrite your genetics. It changes who you are. Lindsay was different. She was Kabali. Eventually, she was convinced she should embrace that part of her. She left Voyager with her new family, and I never saw her again. When I was posted to Kabali Prime, I wanted to talk to her, just to see how she was. She didn't respond to my messages. Now I know why.
I see. Will you be able to continue with this mission?
I'll be okay. A little shaken up, but Captain Janeway once told me, we're Starfleet officers. Weird is what we do. And this certainly applies.
So what's your opinion of the situation?
From what we saw on the security footage, it looks like the other me has taken control of the entire base. That's not too surprising. Not only does he have all the knowledge of a Starfleet officer, the rebirth process transformed his brain. The Kabali's 6-lobed brains give them natural abilities in mathematics, physics, wave phenomena, everything he'd need to know to do this. He's still wearing his comm badge, though. I can tap into it. You should try talking to him first. Try to calm him down and convince him to surrender.
Don't you want to talk to him?
Not yet. He's already scared and confused. Seeing me before he gets his bearings, it will just make things worse.
Agreed. I'll talk to him.
Starfleet! Wait, I don't recognize you. You're not from Voyager. And your uniform? This is a trick. I don't know who you really are, but stay away from me. I don't want any trouble. I'm just trying to get back to my ship. You can tell whoever you're working for that Captain Janeway's coming back for me. She won't leave anyone behind.
Harry, we're here to help. This isn't a trick.
He's severed the comm link, but I've got a lock on his coordinates. He's deep in the base, down in the old Vaudouar tunnels that even the Kabali don't enter very often. And he's locked down all the main corridors that lead to his location. There's a way, though. There's emergency climbing equipment here. The Kabali put it in a few months ago in case they lost power during the Vaudouar attacks. We could use it to cross the chasm and get closer to where he is.
What will you be doing?
I'll be right behind you. But it's time to see if I can talk some sense into the other mate. He wants to contact Voyager, but if he does, he'll reveal their position. Unless we stop him, Harry either ruins Voyager's mission and possibly gets them killed or captured, or he finds a ship, sets a course for their coordinates, and gets blasted by the Vaadwaur.
Understood. I'll meet you on the other side of the chasm.
I know you're confused, but you have to trust us.
What is this? Another me? You expect me to trust a shapeshifter?
Boy, that was a long way down.
Stay back! I'm warning you!
The circuits are completely fried. Let's find another door.
Well, I could have gone that way.
He's trying to override it again. Give me a second. Let's keep going. Huh. It looks like he's modified the empty stasis pods to send out bursts of electricity. Tricky. I might be able to slow it down from here, but we can't stop what he's done without access to the main console, which is on the other side of the room. I'll stay here and do what I can to delay the bursts, but you'll have to get past them to shut them down.
Alright, stay here. I'll get to the console and shut this down.
Now, let's see. Got it. You'll need to move through when they're in their disabled state.
Who are you? Why do you keep trying to stop me getting back to my ship?
I'm
should run.
you. Harry, this isn't going to be easy to explain.
Liar! You can't be me!
I'm your quantum duplicate. Remember the power failures? The proton bursts? There were 2 Voyagers.
2 Voyagers? Yeah, right. How would that happen?
It was the spatial scission. Think, Harry. You know it.
Oh, come on! Get down.
Maybe, but that doesn't explain why I'm here, or why you don't want me to get back to Voyager.
Mate.
It's been 32 years, Harry. You died.
I don't feel dead.
The Kabali brought you back. But to do so, they had to change your DNA. Make you Kabali.
Liar! You can't just change someone like that. It's not possible.
Okay.
I didn't think it was possible either. But it is.
So I died and got better, and you... what? Took over my life?
In a manner of speaking, but it was my life too. There aren't any Vidians here. You have to let us help you.
Well, that wasn't easy. Well, it was, but like, yeah. Timing it was
Good work.
everything.
We should keep moving.
Harry!
Jetlaya, are you okay? How did... General Cunell said there wouldn't be any more secrets.
I'm okay. Harry, I didn't know they'd send you.
How long did you know?
Harry, I don't think this is the time.
How long did you know?
I didn't know when I was on Voyager, if that's what you're asking. We need to stop Ketan. He locked the rest of my team away. They're safe, but trapped. We're the only ones who can help him.
It's good to finally meet you. My people are in your debt. We need to move fast. Ketan's not in his right mind. The rebirth process can be difficult under the best conditions, and I don't know. Maybe humans resist the process more than other species. It took me a long time to accept what I was.
And he's having the same problem.
Yes, he doesn't know what happened. I tried to tell him, but he still thinks it's 32 years ago, Voyager is lost in the Delta Quadrant, and we're in league with the Vidians. He's desperate to get home. When Ketan started tampering with the security devices, he tripped an alert that was sent to the Vaadwaur. They think their soldiers are waking up, which is why they're so desperate to get inside. He's putting us all at risk. We need to help him.
Well, we'll do what we can.
Action item 238. Resurrect your best friend and give him a second chance for a long life. It's not working out so well, is it?
Oh, he's trying to contact Voyager. Is that possible from here?
I'm not familiar with everything in this area. We rarely go down this deep. There are still Vaadwaur traps here that make exploration dangerous. However, as far as we understand, this facility was intended as a final shelter for the Vaadwaur. It would make sense that they would have had a way to contact the outside world. But if Ketan finds a communication device and uses it to contact Voyager, the Vaadwaur will hear his message too.
What's your analysis, Captain Kim?
Ketan is a danger to himself and to Voyager. If he succeeds in this gambit and contacts Voyager, he'll draw every Vaadwaur in the sector to their coordinates. I can't allow that. We have to stop him. He's putting Tuvok and his crew in danger.
Then we need to save them both. Alright.
Just let me get back to Voyager!
It's always something, isn't it?
It looks like this used to be a server room of sorts. But it's not like one I've seen before. All this is computer storage. And it's massive. 900-year-old Vaadwaur technology. It's a lot different from anything we have back home. And he's using this to completely block us out. Terrific. There doesn't seem to be a way around this.
Can you lower whatever these things are?
I'm sure Jetlaya and I can figure out something, given enough time. But if I was on the other side of this, and I am, I'd be trying to stop anyone from moving these. There has to be some sort of reset command. But with our luck, it's on the far side of the maze. Jetlaya and I will keep Ketan from blocking you in. But you'll need to get through this and reset the servers so they return to their start position.
Great. You keep working on it. I'll start trying to find a way through.
Think I can make you a door? Wait here.
It's awfully foggy.
You're good to go. I'll monitor the area from here.
It's like a bloody maze.
I'm sorry this is how we had to meet again, Harry.
That makes two of us. You should have told me.
And if we had, what would you have done?
I don't know. But I had the right to know you had a copy of me in cold storage.
Are you saying he doesn't have the right to rebirth?
I don't know. This is all a lot to take in at once.
I know it is. Imagine how Ketten feels.
Jeez,
I have a good idea. Confused, angry, isolated.
Ketten died trying to save Voyager, and it happened so quickly, he doesn't even realize what happened.
Might even going the right way.
He understood the risks, and he accepted them.
Did he really? Think about the man you were then.
Joining Starfleet comes with certain duties. I understood that then, and I do now.
Okay, from Overseer Hattini. I see that the healers want to set aside 12% of our pods for educators. Seems excessive. Blah, 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 blah.
All we wanted was to get home.
Finally, I found someone.
Yeah.
I got separated from
I was
everyone
scared
when all
back
the
then.
craziness started.
I missed
and I
my
was
family.
trying to find my way to a
But
comm
I did
panel
what
to call
I
for
had to
help
do
when
to
this
get back to them.
maze just rose up around me.
You
now I
got
have
back
no
home,
idea
Harry.
what to do.
You did what you had to do.
I'll do what I can to help you.
Thank
Didn't
you.
get that chance.
And I know this is a terrible way to meet a potential captain, but
And
do
I'm
you have
sorry
any
for him.
places available on
But
board
is
your
this
ship?
better?
General Cunell is planning an officer exchange program, and I'm one of the first recruits. We want to learn
He
from
has
the
a
Alliance,
new life.
as well as thank
Ketten
you for
can
all you've done
be
for our
anything
world.
or
I'd
go
be honored if you
anywhere
allow
he
me to
wants
join
now.
your crew, as soon as I find my way out of here, of course.
Well, Starfleet will
As
be
a
honoured to
Kabali.
have a Kabali
He's not-
on the previous.
He's not who he was anymore.
Right, not now.
And is that a worse option than being dead?
No, of course not. But I should have been able to choose.
Why? He's your duplicate, Harry, but he's not you.
I know what he would want.
It's bloody dark, isn't it?
Do ya? Because you can't even convince Ketten to drop this maze and talk to you.
Oh, God.
When you put it that way, maybe we are different. He's being so stubborn.
He's you, but he's Ketten too. And he's allowed to be both.
Oh, it's dead end as well.
Thought you could handle all my tricks, old man. We're working on it, kid.
Oh. There we go.
Take all the time you need.
Took a minute. Alright, here we go.
It's not working. But if I do this, maybe I can buy some time.
Why do I feel like they just put this mission in to toy with you? Damn.
We have him. Ket, cornered. Without those platforms, though, we have no way to reach him. It's insane. He's manipulating these old defense systems like he's in a Captain Proton Hollow.
I need you and Jetlire to figure out how to get these platforms operational again.
We have command codes that allow us to interface with the older Vaadwaur technology. We've never seen the need to replace systems that still work. But it looks like Ketten has made some modifications. I'll need to override his changes. The best I can do right now is to expose the central power cores behind each platform.
As a start, Captain Kim, does this give you anything to work with?
Yes, it does. Ketten will be monitoring for any changes in the platform's functionality. But I can modify the central power cores to react to energy weapons. If you shoot the cores, you'll be able to power up the platforms and force them open. But you'll only have a short window before he resets them. If we want to do this, Jetlire and I will stay here to keep trying to seize control of the network back from Ketten. And there's still that matter of the field protecting him.
Alright, I'm open to suggestions, Captain Kim.
When the Kabali first found this room, the old Vaadwaur EPS systems were too degraded to handle all the power. They installed regulators throughout the area as a stopgap measure until they could replace the conduits. Basically, it meant that even if one conduit failed, the network would stay active. Those regulators are still in place, and we can use them to get to Ketten.
Okay, what's your plan?
Jetlire has command codes we can use to overload the regulators. The chain overload will generate a wave of power that will build until it overloads the generators Ketten is using to maintain the field protecting him. Get these codes into 4 of the consoles and it will short out the field. Once he's distracted, Jetlire and I can reset the platforms to their normal state.
Anything else I need to know?
One last thing. Jetlire and I can run this program 3 different ways. The one that would buy you the most time before the platforms are reduced also takes the most of our attention. There's also a balanced option, or, if you don't like either of those, I can spend most of my time trying to counter Ketten's plans. What do you want us to do? Whatever we choose will determine how difficult it will be for you going forward.
Go with the hard split attention.
Are you certain you want us to split our attention between the platforms and Ketten? This will give you about 7 seconds after you activate the platforms before he deactivates them.
I'll give it a go.
Give us a few more seconds. The cores are exposed. It's your move now.
Alright.
What are you doing? Are those command codes? Oh, interesting.
He's trying to access data on the new flagship. I'll keep an eye on him.
Oh! If I activate it. Alright.
That's it. Keep giving me the codes. Whatever you're thinking of trying, don't. We're almost there. You keep saying that, but I'm still here. Stand down before this gets any worse. Worse? How can it get worse? I don't want anyone to get hurt. You're too late. I'm getting back to Voyager, no matter what.
Okay.
This is bad. Ketan used Jedlia's command codes to access the Kabali flagship in orbit and transport himself to the bridge. Not only that, but he has Voyager's coordinates. If he goes there, the Vaadwaur will see it as an act of war. We'll lose Ketan, the Kabali flagship, and probably Voyager too.
Well, he won't stand a chance against the Vaadwaur, not alone.
Exactly. We have to stop that ship.
Agreed. I'll return to the Prometheus. You should get back to the Rhode Island.
I'm coming too. I helped find Ketan's body. I've watched over him during the rebirth process. It's my responsibility to help him now. Please, you must let me do this. I need to fix the mistakes I've made.
Very well. Go with Captain Kim. I'll be on the Prometheus. Well, one to beam up. Transport me directly to the bridge. We're going after the Kabali. Energize.
I told you to stay away! Why won't you listen? I'm going to find Voyager, and I won't let you stop me. I can arm this ship. Don't make me do it. I don't want to hurt you, but I will if you keep trying to stop me from getting back to Voyager.
Voyager is in enemy territory. If you go there, you will die.
You're not giving me a choice. Computer, arm all weapons and fire!
God damn.
What was that? Like a disruption beam. He scrambled all of our systems for a second or two and then went to warp. This is not good. He set a course for Voyager. His warp drive's damaged, though. He's only going warp 6, and I don't think he can push the engines any harder. Not without an engineering team. I know we can catch him. Then we just have to convince him to stop.
Alright, set in a pursuit course. Engage. Warp 9.
Give me one good reason why I can't contact Voyager. They're not on any secret mission in enemy territory. I found them. They're in something called Krenim space. I don't even know who the Krenim are. Voyager is trying to get home. Just like me.
Harry, it's been 32 years. Tuvok commands Voyager now. A lot has happened, and Voyager is on a secret mission. If you expose them, they could all die.
Quit trying to confuse me. I know what year it is. I know who my captain is.
Look at the ship's logs. I'm not lying to you.
Ketan's not responding to hails. But I think if I use the deflector dish to emit a pulse tachyon beam, I can disrupt his engines and force him out of warp. But he's going to be expecting something like that, which is why I'll distract him with a bit of a light show while you send the real thing from your ship.
Alright, start your distraction. We'll reconfigure our deflector dish.
He's out of warp and arming weapons. Get ready. Samsar's bridge.
Prey, you are in Hirogen space, and that is an interesting ship.
How the Hirogen did it.
A new Kabali battleship. We have heard rumors about the corpse collectors and their new toys. But this is Hirogen space. Leave now, and leave the ship as a trophy. See how well it performs in a hunt.
In the name of the Delta Alliance, I ask you to stand down.
The Alliance is the only reason we did not open fire the moment we detected you. You should have left when I was feeling generous.
Well, you leave us no choice. Red alert. Oh god, it's always one thing after another, isn't it?
The ship is disabled. Sensors are showing the repair teams are trapped in several rooms on board, but they are otherwise unharmed. Ketten's on the bridge alone. If I could talk to him, maybe I could convince him to come back home. There's no one who understands all he's going through like I do.
Okay, and what if he doesn't want to join the Kabali?
Ketten's already been reborn. He is Kobali. If he doesn't come with us, he'll be alone. Whatever memories he has of his old life will continue to fracture and fade. Who's going to take him then? Would you? Does he belong back on Earth, a world he won't even remember? We're his family. We'll accept him no matter what.
Well, he'll go wherever he chooses. It is his decision to make, not yours.
And that will be his decision to make. My father found me when I was lost and confused and trying to fit into a life on Voyager that wasn't mine anymore. He helped me understand what it is to be Kabali. I'm going to try to do that for Ketten. He thinks we're monsters, but we're not. We love him so much. We wanted him to be a part of our lives.
I understand. Let's go to the bridge and talk to him.
I'm going to. I have to see Ketten face to face. It's time to talk this out.
Okay, one to transport.
Maybe you should talk to him first. Try to calm him down. He's not in the mood to listen to Harry or me.
I'll do what I can.
Why are you trying so hard to keep me from getting home? I need to... I don't even understand what's going on anymore. Why do I look like this? Like them?
Well, they're called Kabali, and you're becoming Kabali too. Did you see the data on the ship's log?
I saw the stardate. What happened? How do I get back to Voyager? To my time? How do I get back to my life?
Harry, you died, 32 years ago. The Kabali revived you. But, you will be Kabali. There's no going back.
I died? I can't remember. Why can't I remember? You're taking my memories from me. I won't. I won't forget. I can't forget Voyager. I cannot forget my friends.
Even if you do lose your memories, your friends will never forget you. But Voyager is part of your old life.
Ketan, you have to stop this. If you contact Voyager, I'm done listening to you. I just want to go home. I want my life back. The life you stole from me.
I understand. I wanted to be Ensign Lindsay Ballard. I loved my life, my friends, you. And then I died. And that life was gone. I tried to get it back, but I would have been living a lie.
So I should just give up who I am?
No, I'm saying that life ended. But now you have a chance to live a new one. I'm gonna be with you every step of the way. Action item 478. Help my best friend own the day. Every day.
Even with everything I've done?
Forgiven. We don't hold grudges against family.
I can't tell you what to do, Ketan, but the Kabali will be there for you. And I'll do whatever I can to help. Would you tell me what happened? Voyager, and how you got home. About Mom and Dad and Libby. I think I want to know. Of course I can.
Thank you for your help. Ketan's going to have a new life with us. A long and happy one where he can be whoever he wants to be. My people have been outsiders for so long. The other species don't understand us or what we have to do to survive. We want to reach out to them. Be a part of the Quadrant again.
And if Ketan decides he wants to explore the Quadrant again?
If Ketan decides he wants to leave Kabali Prime at some point, that's his choice. He can even rejoin Starfleet. But we will always be his family.
Fair enough, Captain Kim.
I'm happy for Ketan. He gets a second chance at life. A different one than what he had planned, but that's the way life is. When I graduated from the academy, I never thought I'd spend 7 years lost in the Delta Quadrant. Didn't think it would take me as long as it did to get my own command. Didn't think Lindsay and I would never. That's all in the past now. And it's made me the man I am today. Just like Ketan will be the man he's supposed to be.
Well, I'm glad you see it that way, Harry.
I'm not letting the Kabali completely off the hook, though. Cunell told me there wouldn't be any more secrets, and then they kept this from me. If the Kabali want to be a part of the Delta Quadrant community, they need to be more forthcoming about who they're adding to their families. These men and women aren't getting a choice. Maybe rebirth is a gift, but it's a gift people should have the right to reject.
Agreed. Good luck, Captain Kim. The Prometheus is ready to leave whenever you are. Okay, one to beam. Energize.
Ketan has been sent back to Kabali Prime to finish the process of rebirth. In the meantime, the Kabali have agreed to make their list of currently held bodies public knowledge. Anyone who wishes for their dead not to be turned into Kabali will have the body returned to them. Thank you for all your help with this. This was very personal for me to deal with, and I'm glad I had someone like you at my side to help me through it.
Ooh, we got some stuff. It's not bad. That's not bad. Let's go with the deflector array. well, I think that's it for... Yes, the Delta Quadrant is 100% complete. That took a little bit longer than what I would have hoped. Almost 4 hours. Well, there we go. We have, I want to say, saved the Delta Quadrant from the Vardwar. Basically uncovered the Alachi and the Solanae.
I'm currently on leave from Voyager, and I was passing near the Hobus system in a shuttlecraft when I picked up some odd energy.
Yet, where was I? Yeah, we uncovered the Alachi and the Solanae in subspace that were working with the Bluegills, with the Vardwar, and the Iconians are behind it all. Not to mention Sealer, that was crazy, and obviously the part with Harry. Ensign Harry becoming Kabali, yeah, that's all crazy. Well, anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the content. That is the end of the Delta Quadrant. The Iconian, I think the Iconians are next. Yeah, the Iconian War is next. So, if you like the content, feel free to hit the like button. Don't forget to comment and subscribe to keep up to date of when videos go live. I'll try and reach 1,000 subscribers on YouTube and 200 followers on Twitch. So, all your support is much appreciated. And before we go, a last quick word from today's sponsor. I'm really excited to be partnering with HelloFresh. Use my code to get 50% off your first box and 35% off your next 3 boxes, plus 3 gifts at the link in the description. But who are HelloFresh, you may ask? Well, meal times are made simple. HelloFresh provides all the ingredients and inspiration needed for stress-free cooking and meal planning, making it easy to serve meals that you and your loved ones will enjoy. HelloFresh has perfectly portioned ingredients that get delivered to your door hassle-free. You can select your weekly recipe from a variety of great tasting options. Modify the servings per recipe and schedule delivery at your convenience. And of course, you can pause or cancel your subscription at any time. HelloFresh offers many different recipes per week to choose from. The variety of choices means your dinners will always be different, and it gives you opportunity to try out new meals. You can also select unique options such as calorie smart, quick meals, and family friendly recipes. Each meal uses fresh ingredients from suppliers selected by HelloFresh. You can be sure that the ingredients you get are always fresh and of high quality. So if you want to spice up your meal times, I'm here to help. Use my code to get 50% off your first box and 35% off your next 3 boxes plus 3 gifts at the link. Offer ends Sunday the 23rd of April, so if you want great tasty meals, act now. And thank you HelloFresh for sponsoring my channel. Well, there we have it then, guys. Thank you all for watching. I've been Dr. McKay. Live long and prosper, and until the next video, I'll catch you then. This has been playthrough 16 of Star Trek Online Delta Quadrant. Thank you all for watching. Cheers and goodbye.